What comes to mind when you hear the words Tyler Perry?
Who the fuck is talking?
I think there's two sides of people that have an opinion about Tyler Perry. Either you love him,
but it doesn't exactly take an accounting degree to know you must be broke,
or you hate him.
This a nigga? I know this ain't no nigga. Nigga, I see a bus stand. Oh no. Boy, these niggas. Block him.
It's already known he always uses his distinct formula to most of his movies. He always reuses the same character archetypes, always reusing the same subject matter, sometimes the same story beats, and not to forget, the media. I feel like I'm in between. I don't despise him or anything he's created, but I also don't finally love him either. I won't sit here and say his movies are perfect because we all know that's a lie. With his movies having the most generic plots and storylines, the same underwritten characters, and the overall good/decent acting and filmmaking, and not to forget, the media.
This a nigga?
Overall, his movies are just high-budget, mediocre soap operas, with others just being alright, which is really nothing wrong with because he clearly has a large audience and a fan base that follows and loves his work, which I honestly respect. Say what you want about him, but the man has $1 billion to his name from the projects he's produced, with over millions of people that support him. So he must be doing something right. And another reason I respect him is that he really helped boost the careers of a lot of black actors and actresses. We know making it in entertainment and showbiz is not an easy task, especially if you're a person of color. There's probably hundreds of black and other color actors that would have never thought to see their name credited on the silver screen without the support of Tyler Perry, which is why he does deserve some of the love that he's getting. But that still don't mean all his movies are good. Some are shit and some is just alright. But there is one movie that I honestly believe is not only a really good movie, but also Tyler Perry at his absolute peak. His magnum opus, you would say. And that movie is Madea's Family Reunion. Madea Goes to Jail. Madea's Witness Protection. Madea's Big Happy Family. Bro, there's really over 10 of these. Like, what the fuck? When Shirley, Madea's niece, receives bad news about her health, the last and only thing she wants is her family gathered around her. However, her 3 adult children are too busy with their own troubled lives to pay attention to their mother. So it's up to Madea with the help of Aunt Bam to bring the family together and help Shirley deal with her crisis. Off the back, I really like this plot. It's simple, but that's why it works in its favor. It's interesting and at the same time relatable. Sometimes when the kids of the family leave the nest and focus on their own lives, they could also forget to include their loved ones in their so-called busy life. And when that certain loved one is gone and it's too late to include them, it could cause a lot of regret and guilt within that person for not spending as much time with them as they should. This whole movie revolves around this theme and I love it. It comes out very realistic. The movie opens with this animated opening credit scene that looks kind of creepy as hell, giving out some uncanny valley vibes, but I don't know, I kind of like it. I don't know what purpose it served to open like this, but it's one of the most unique Tyler Perry and dramedy openings. We transition to the hospital, and there we follow our main protagonist, Shirley, at her doctor's appointment, accompanied by her aunt, Aunt Bam. This scene gives us an idea of who their characters are.
I don't even like coming into doctor's offices. I don't get sick, ever. I don't never get sick. You know that. Doc, I'm sick. Feel my chest. Come on, put your hands on my chest, Doc. Feel me. Check my chest, Doc. I'm Bam. You mess with me, Doc, I have you somewhere sucking on your thumb, calling for your mama.
Shirley is a kind-hearted, optimistic woman of God. Of course, you gotta have at least one religious character in one of these. And Aunt Bam is the rowdy, no filter, speaks whatever is on her mind elder, who also smoked that gas.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And don't you be out there smoking.
Good kush, good kush.
You know you done fucked up, right?
No.
Shirley gets news from her doctor that the cancer that she once had is now back, but it's more aggressive than ever, which could be crucial to her health, assuming that her days could be numbered.
Don't you look so sad. What I know is that every day that God gives us is a gift. And when he stops giving it to me, then I get to be with him.
Yes, sir! This nigga spitting.
This scene does a good job introducing these two. They're so different, but they work so well off each other. Like, you could tell the chemistry is there, but they also work really well in their own character. Shirley is so sweet and endearing that you want to have just as much faith in her as she does in herself to come out healthy. Loretta Devine is great in this role. I also really like Iron Bam. It could have been easy for her to become a Madea copycat, but nah. They have some similarities, which is probably why they're best friends, but Bam is just funny in her own way, and just a little bit more silly than Madea, who could be intense sometimes. Most times. Speaking of Madea being intense, a few minutes later, Bam runs into Cora, Madea's daughter, who was there to bring her father, Mr. Brown, to a doctor's appointment of his own.
Not that end, Mr. Brown. The other end.
You talking about my beginning and the end?
Yes.
The devil is a lie. You can't be back.
Bring that ass here, boy.
She ends up getting a call from Madea, who's waiting in line at a drive-thru and is getting rude customer service from an employee who happens to be Bow Wow's baby mama. Bow Wow's in the movie. He plays Shirley's son, Byron. You know Byron.
Byron!
Listen, hey, girl, shut up. Be quiet.
Shut the hell up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know Byron. So Madea, like always, decides to take matters into her own hands about the rude customer service.
Where's your manager, honey?
Look, I am the manager.
Now, no. You know these people was crazy. You ain't seen nothing. If you look at something, my name is Corin Simpson.
Ran off on the floor twice.